David, don't come here now. Ammo has the upper hand. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the darn tootin' box? We're back for more reviews, hobby reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the contents of these two boxes sent to us by the good folks at Ammo by MIG. We're not sponsored, but we are an authorized third-party retailer. Thank you, Ammo by MIG. We will be reviewing them. Some of them have already been reviewed by David. Check out that video down below. So anything redundant will speed right past on through. I am looking at the contents. There are some things in here that haven't been reviewed as of yet. So we will be using them. And if we use a model, we will be using these paints today. So we're going to start off with a set that's actually part of our inventory. You're going to see what I mean soon. We have the basic color sets from the Atom paint line. We have the greatest hits in here. We have white, yellow, red, bright green, cyan, and black, satin black specifically. So there's a bit of a gloss there. And yeah, these are essentially the greatest hits. I would have liked to see either gloss or matte, either or, instead of satin for the black. But otherwise, you know what? Can't complain. You can make most colors in the Rolodex. Here's the back of the box. And you can tell Ammo by MIG is proud. I would be too. This is their best-selling line, most critically acclaimed as well. 20 ml, so 2 more than your standard Vallejo or AK 3rd Gen paints. Cap system and bottle system is great because, you know, it's a dropper and a nice reliable cap here. Perfect, right? Please, Citadel, listen to your fans. We hate your damn buckets. For brush and airbrush, what does that mean? Means it's self-leveling, and I'll cover what that means later on. Odorless and non-toxic because it is water-based acrylics, compatible with Vallejo, AK, 3rd Gen, Citadel, Army Painter, etc. And you know what? Overall, this is a nice, concise package, especially for the basic set. You hear that? That's the sound of a ball bearing. Oh yeah, look at that. This is nice stuff. It's so smooth. Also unthinned as well. Yeah, wow. Wow. So it does struggle a little bit on unprimed surfaces, but it is water-based acrylic. That is expected. This is an unprimed evergreen slab sheet. All right, so taking a look at 2 examples here. The one on the right is just thinned down with glaze medium and glaze medium alone. And the one on the left is just water, good old water from the tap. And you can tell the difference already. In fact, the one on the right, thinned down with the medium, sort of has this compounding effect, it looks like, because it already has an inbuilt self-leveling feature, which again hides brush strokes, prevents uneven drying on the surface, and slows down the drying. And that's basically the main purpose of a glazed medium, because water does promote uneven drying. And honestly, props to Atom Paints, because it's been 10 minutes since I've done the water mix right here, and it's still wet and no drying really. But you can tell there's a difference in the pigmentation and how nice and vibrant the one on the right is. So if you want to retain that vibrancy while having a ridiculously thin paint, look at that. Use mediums instead. But you can tell there's a difference in the pigmentation and how nice and vibrant the one on the right is. So if you want to retain that vibrancy while having a ridiculously thin paint, look at that. Use mediums instead. Overall, quality paint set. Can't really ask for more, really. So, next up is Ionic. And before we even get started, what's the difference between the two? And honestly, there's not much. They're both water-based. They're both self-leveling. They both have the same bottles, essentially. One's just white, one's yellow. The difference is in the colors they offer, essentially. Atom is more focused on, I would say, realistic colors and weathering. right? Whereas Ionic is the newer paint line, more focused on miniature and miniature gaming, tabletop, Warhammer, D&D. So they're more vibrant in a way, like game color versus model color, the age-old debate. Ultimately, they're almost the exact same paints, just different color offerings. I'm going to do something. Watch this. You hear that? You hear that? That's the sound of the ball bearing also included, which is nice. Thank you, Ammo. But you can tell that it's not even like moving. It's not moving at all. It's like jiggling in there. That's because Ionic as a whole is much thicker than Atom paints. And why is that? I believe they had to compromise just ever so slightly with the formula because the promise is high-powered and high pigmentation colors for D&D and Warhammer, which requires high vibrancy paints. And the result with all their formulations of self-leveling and all that stuff for brush painting and airbrushing is a thicker paint. Doesn't bother me at all because game color is slightly thicker than model color, and we use that all the time. So, and Citadel paints are like cement sometimes, since with how thick some of them are. You use a Citadel white paint, yeah, they're like chalk with how thick it is. Yeah, it's definitely goopier for sure, but hopefully it glides. Let's see if it glides. Brush test incoming. If you want to see the airbrush test for both Ionic and Atom, David has a video for you. This is just going to be a quick review, right? Oh yeah, it's so smooth. That's crazy. And this is unprimed plastic again, right? Dirty unprimed plastic at that. And look at that. Oh wow. Forget what I said about how thick the paints are. This is probably 2 times smoother than the Atom paints. That's not an accurate metric at all. This is probably just the first impression, but it's so smooth. Guys, it glides. And there will be streaking, despite the self-leveling claim, but that's only because this is unprimed plastic. Again, don't mind that. So, props to Ammo by Mig here. They are true to their word. It is exactly as advertised yet again, because what we have on the left here is just purely a drop direct from the bottle. The one on the middle is water, or I thinned it down with water, and the one on the right, I thinned it down with glazed medium, or use any mediums that you so choose. They're the same. Either way, it's been 10 minutes, nearly 15, and I can still swirl the drop around, no issue, guys. Wow. And we have the water, of course, extremely smooth and silky. And then, of course, we have the smoothest here. Let me just dry it out here so there's no paint contamination. The medium, again, there's some sort of compounding effect here. It is going to last for at least an hour, maybe 2. So I'm demoing it on this mini right here. I'm just using the one thinned with water, and it's been 30 minutes now, and it's still active. I'm still using it right now. Crazy. Wow, look how vibrant that is. It's been 40 minutes. Look at it. That's crazy, guys. Anyway, what do I think of the line as a whole, Ionic? I think, honestly, it's incredible. Watch out, Vallejo. The Ammo by Mig is coming for you. Because now they have their game color and their model color. And honestly, I kind of prefer Atom and Ionic over model color and game color. I'm going to be completely honest. I think we have a new king. We have a new king of water-based. This is crazy, guys. And they're bigger bottles. I'm really enjoying the Ionic paints. Look how vibrant that is. Oh. In addition to the 10 out of 10 paints from Atom and Ionic, we also have the shaders. These are, these can be found individually or in a shell packaging of 3 like this, and they are acrylic washes. In addition to that, they also have Ammo by Mig. What do you call this? These are 3D printed accessories. So if you want to add like a diorama or something of 1/35 scale minis eating, yeah, this is great. There's more too. Look at that. Frying pans, metal food cans, perfect for any sort of diorama where the soldiers are just eating. Yeah, that's quite nice. And they are resin as well, so nice. This one is quite ridiculous. They also sent us this. That's why the box was so big. It is an early World War II US Navy weathering set. Colors and weathering set. Doesn't include the actual aircraft, but it has everything that you would need to weather said aircraft, including the colors. That's nuts, man. Oh, okay, well, there's a little bit of wasted space there in between. I could have, but it's neatly organized, like John Wick's ammo case and point case. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. The package could have been definitely smaller though. It's complete. What does it have? Oh yeah, there's so many washes. Basically every line possible from Ammo by MIG is in this set, including oil brushers. Yeah, believe the hype. You may have a new king of acrylic, at least for brush painting. If you want to see David's video for the airbrushing part of it, down below. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, I'm still happy. I've discovered my new paint line. I think I got my joy back. Yeah. Click subscribe, click the bell as well, so when we upload, you get notified. And down below is where you would find our socials. We're especially active on TikTok and Instagram. We're basically active on all of them, so please follow on everything. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.